Hey everybody, FunshineX here. Welcome back to our playthrough of One More Island. We are just finishing up our bookkeeping and ready to start on Tier 2 research. Let's go. So Tier 2 is going to open up a bunch more research basically and open up the ability to upgrade our workers and upgrade our buildings and a bunch more zones that we can make. So let's get that started. This takes 10 simple clothes and 40 wood. Looks like we have everything we need, so it's just going to take a little bit of time for this guy to get to work and research it. In the meantime, let's upgrade our infrastructure a little bit so that we're producing a little more, because as we branch out to another island, as we increase our worker count, we're going to need more of everything. Right now we've done kind of like the bare minimum, one of every zone with one worker in each zone kind of thing, so let's increase that. So let's start with our bread production. Actually, let's start with our farm. Our farm is quite small, so we'll go ahead and expand it. I think I'm gonna just take like this entire area. Oops, yeah, like that. Okay. They are gonna go ahead and just plant right over this path, and that's gonna look pretty bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete the path. There we go. And this will now allow a third farmer to start working here. Looks good. And with the increased wheat production, we can go ahead and get another mill and another bread oven. So that should more or less double our bread output, which is great. This guy's chugging along with cider. I think we're good on cider, actually. This market is going to need to increase in size. Let's go ahead and make it, add some foundation here. One thing I don't like is to increase the zone first, because this market will be offline while they're building all the foundations, so it's actually a little bit better to build the foundation first. We're going to have a lot more workers, so we're probably going to need more fishing area. So actually, I think what we'll do is expand the zone just a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and move some of this stuff around. Move this barrel. Once that's done. This, we can hire another bread maker and another, since this is done, close. Let's just hire them now, it's fine. And let's get like some more idle, or more workers to move stuff around. Get 10 more people. Let's fish around here. Construction's actually moving pretty quickly. We're just not getting the clothes in, so let's increase our spinning mill, whatever, production. So let's do another wheel. Just gotta work at, and we can increase the size of our sheep farm quite drastically. So we can just, oops, that's not what I wanted. No. Unzone. Try this again. Okay, sheep farm, expand. There we go. This sheep somehow escaped, so he can't eat. I don't know why that happened. That's weird. But we'll need a bigger fence. And I don't want to chop down this fence yet again for that whole purpose of I can't, this one will go offline in the meantime. Second worker here. We have 2 workers here, right? Yep. This lady's doing awesome, cutting down some stuff. Research is good. Apples. Yeah, I think we're good. Maybe the other thing we need is an extra stone mine, because we're going to need a lot of stone at the new island. So here's a quick mine right here. So let's get a second stone mine. Where is it? There it is. Okay. All those extra workers we got are already too busy. Okay. Yeah, now it's just a waiting game. We can speed it up a little bit. This poor sheep. He's like, I'm hungry. Is he gonna die? Ah, he's got 3 days. Okay, we're a little bit low on the wheat farm here. If we look at that ledger, there we go, that we unlocked, it'll tell us how much stuff we have left. So our wool is really low. Our wheat is getting low. Simple clothes and flour. Everything else is pretty decent, huh? Okay, so as soon as we get these last 2 fences, we can go ahead and delete some of these. I think you can do it quicker by going construction, remove objects, and then you can do that, yeah. Oh, Ziggy died. But now you'll see this one can hold a lot more sheep, up to 27. We might need to expand our farm to support that many sheep. So let's give it pretty much this whole area. We don't really need it for anything else. We can't really build paths there because we've got this water. Later on we can unlock bridges, but I think let's just make a huge farm here along the water. Do we have a second? No, we never got a second fisher. And now this can hold 5 farmers.
Oh, it's you. Yes.
Alright, she's ready. We got tier 2. Yay! I'm just trying to do a tutorial. We don't need it. And let's go ahead and pause while we look at all the stuff we just unlocked. So in the zones, we've got a whole new section of tier 2. We've got a beer production that's used the hops in a brewery. The iron smelter, which uses coal and iron to make tools. The well, so we could get extra water for our crops and some other things. The shipyard that builds boats so we can explore. Pig farms, which we can slaughter into sausage. Tea, and then spices. So everything that we need there. Now, individual people can be upgraded to level 2. When you do that, they gain a bigger carrying capacity and faster movement speed. But then all the stuff that was optional is now required. So the cider, simple clothes, and bread was optional at tier 1. If we upgrade them to tier 2, they're going to need that to survive. And then there's other stuff like sausage and spices and then things that are optional at that point. And then beyond that, some buildings can then be upgraded to tier 2. Oh, I never improved this market. Let's go do that. There we go. So if we upgrade the building to tier 2, it's going to unlock additional things that we can build. It might work faster. It might unlock new recipes and that kind of stuff. So one thing we can do is this market stall. That's where all the extra like tier 2 stuff is kept, so they can go eat. We're not going to wait to do that because you can see this requires tools. The other thing, the research center, can be upgraded to tier 2. It'll need the skeleton, so you can study the anatomy. And then a new row of crates so that it can take 3 inputs instead of 2. Both of those require tools. So it seems like it's telling us we need to make tool production. And the basis of that is getting iron and coal, which just happen to be here along this island. So let's go ahead and get those first. So a coal mine right here, and an iron mine right there. There we go. Hire a worker, then coal mine. Oops. Get rid of the tree. No! Alright, well, we'll just speed it up here again. Look, there's trees in the way, it's hard to... There we go, hold mine. We get like a few more people. We're bringing in tons of fish. Yeah, we got 50 fish, plus 22 more. You guys having an okay time? How are we doing on wheat? Doing okay? I don't know if it really needs that many workers. Like, couldn't just one farmer harvest all this wheat, but our sheep are starving. Bring more wheat over there. And we might want to just make a separate farm dedicated for this the sheep farm. We've got extra room down here. Maybe we should do that. Huh. Yeah, that could be a good idea. Oh, I put this gate in a horrible spot, didn't I? Let me do something real quick. Let's build this fence here instead, so we can get a path up there. I kind of like, yeah, screwed up there. There's no way to get up and around this rocky area. There's wood right there, dude. I don't know where you're going. Not sure why. There we go. It's like, go speed 3. No, Animal Willie is starving. There's so much wheat over there. Take the wheat over there. There they go. Bring in the wheat. Oh, Willie died. Okay, so now we should be able to move objects. Take all that out. Okay, that looks a little better. And we'll get a path, I think, goes up here, because we're going to start doing our iron smelting. So that's this one. And let's make it like right here. I think the minimum is a 4x6. Yeah, 4x3. I want to make it bigger. Let's make it like that. Obviously, foundation, walls, door. This is the input crate, which is going to take iron and coal. The forge where the guy works. The output. And the table. Okay. And then once we make that into iron bars, we need to turn it into tools, which is the toolsmith. So we can do that like right here. Okay. Don't want to encroach on our apple area. And we'll have again a door between the two, and then another door just out to the outside world. Tool rack go here. Anvil. Oh, I can't because there's a stupid tree in the way. Put there. Table here. Okay, so we can speed this up and get people building this. Look how much wood is just left on the floor because we're just chopping down trees. Looks like our wheat is now keeping up a little bit better. Now it's bringing over the wool into this spinning mill, though. That kind of sucks because everybody's building right now. That is something we can unlock in the research area, is the ability to manage your workers and determine who's actually a carrier and who's a builder. We do want to get this island level 2 permit unlocked here. Oh, I need a tier 2 research center for that. Okay, yeah, so we're working towards that. Alright, this one, worker, this one's worker. This and move it over here. This and move it here once that's leather moved. Alright, so we got some coal, we got some iron. The walls and the toolsmith, and then we start making our tools. Okay, great. I don't need to know about maintenance. Basically, oh no, we had a plague. Killed some animals. buildings will now like start to deteriorate over time, so they need like just some maintenance on that comes from tools in addition to the buildings that require tools to create. So if you run out of tools, your buildings will start to fall apart and not work anymore. So make sure you have a good amount of those. Okay. Looking good. Now we've got some tools. Cool. Let's get going on the tier 2 research. So that one we need to build a skeleton. Yeah, we can put that right there. And then we'll go ahead and delete this one because we don't need it anymore on tier 2. Now it's incomplete, obviously, because we upgraded to tier 2. When you upgrade a building to tier 2, it also upgrades the worker. So this guy now needs cider, simple bread, and now is optionally sausage, beer, spice, and tea. Okay, but now we can put this row of crates there. So those take tools. The tools will hopefully be moved out of here soon. Speed it up a little bit. We did kind of put them far away. But just how our island was laid out, right? There she goes. Why is she only moving 3 at a time? I guess that's all that was needed for the skeleton. Oh, she's building great. Okay. Cool. So our research center tier 2 is now done and complete. So we can go back into research and start get the island permit. We'll talk about some of the other researches for tier 2 in a little bit. We can upgrade this now to tier 2. Maybe not. Oh, we need to just put the new market stall in here, and it'll automatically go to tier 2. Okay. I think our farm is doing awesome. Fish is great. Let's just look at the actual ledger. That'll tell us if anything is low. Flour, there's an intermediate step, so that should never be too high. Same thing with wool, right? Those are just both intermediate steps. So I'm okay with those being low. Everything else looking great. Okay, great. So let's plan for going to another island. We want to use the infrastructure we have here to support the other island, and we're also going to need to build an initial set of building materials because the new island won't have those. We've got to build a harbor and a market and a fishery at minimum just to get it going. So we probably want to bring over like 100 wood and 50 stone. So we want to get those built up. But we should also build the zone that will allow us to get a ship, which is the shipyard. I think that can fit in right in here. Sounds good. That's going to need a pier. If it doesn't look like it's built, it's probably because it's rotated wrong. So you need to just rotate it around. There's the pier. You can put the rollers right here. Crane. Crate is the input, so let's get there, and the buoy right there. Cool. So that'll give us the ability now to build boats. We can take the boats and ship people and materials over to another island. The reason we want to go to another island is because the starting island has a limited amount of things you can build on it. Right now, wheat, apples, grapes, coal, iron, stone, and clay. And there's a ton of other stuff that we need. So we have to go discover other islands to get the ability to do like spices and tea and beer and everything else. So that's the reason we want to go explore other islands. There always is going to be 5 islands on your map, and you can then get the ability to go to that number of them. So we're just unlocking the ability to go to a second island. Idle workers, want a few more? Yeah, let's get a few more because 1, we need them. 2, we're going to ship 4 of them over to the new island to kind of be the initial colonizing people. But if we take another look at this, the tier 2 requirements: spices, beer, tea, and sausage. That's kind of our goal in tier 2 production. So let's start with spices. We want to find an island that has spice production fertility. Everything else is looking really good. A little bit short on simple clothes, but I think we're okay. What is this one rating on? Probably on tools. Just this crane. Oh, we need a worker too. Yeah, the crane needs 4 tools. And there are 0 available.
Reputation. Really?
Yeah, we researched the ability to take a second island. Cool. Let's look at some of the other things. This gives us a better ledger that tells us our like net increase, so we can see if like our over time we're getting more or less, which is pretty cool. This is the worker management we talked about. Right now, to put things in a crate or take things out, only one guy can be transporting at a time. This allows multiple. We can have more animals per space, so that's pretty good. But this makes our pigs not need to be fed as much, which we already had for sheep. This one is pretty critical once we start trading between the islands, because if your ship brings more than the new island can hold in its stockpiles, it will just dump the excess into the water. So we need to get this for sure, so that we don't waste stuff. Bridges, so we can go across rivers. This just makes maintenance cheaper. And then this increases the carrying capacity of workers that are assigned to be carriers. So that's our tier 2 stuff. So you've got no ships. We do have our zones. You can make sure that there's workers at every zone. If there's something wrong with it. So right now our stone mine is missing a worker. Oh, that was the second stone mine up here. We never assigned a worker to it. And hopefully this crane gets done here pretty quick. What are we missing? Looks like incoming iron. This one person's just not mining it fast enough, I guess. Worker Grace Barrett is starving. Where is Grace Barrett? Oh. Why did you take so long to go get some fish? There's plenty of fish, dude. It's not my fault. You're starving. Is there are multiple iron nodes on here. So we could get more iron if we wanted to. Might as well, right? There's the iron mine. Oh, is that might not be in the right spot. It's hard to tell what's the downhill side. This is actually pretty crappy layout, because I'm not sure that coal mine is going to be able to be accessed. Oh no, don't get that. Oh, I want that. I don't know why I can't build there. Whatever, put it there. I did the same thing. Okay, get a worker. I don't know why people are starving. There is so much fish here. Is it because it's taken them too long to move around the island? I don't know why it would. Whatever. Okay, so we should get our iron mine in now with more iron, because coal seems to be coming in fine. It's the iron that's too slow. I have a lot of tools now, so this should be done. There we go. Alright, so let's build a small ship. And we have quite a bit of stuff. Want to breed maybe a little bit more rocks at some point. Oh, they're taking a lot of our wood to actually build the ship. The ship takes a bunch of wool and wood to build. Don't need a tutorial on that. Right now, let's just come over here. And we can transfer stuff on here. So we'll put... I don't want to put workers on yet until I find the island, because they will start starving while they're on the boat. So let's find out exactly where we're going first. But I will transfer all that wood that we need. So 100 wood and 50 rocks. Should be good. And it will sail without people. Just sailing. Spices are going to be in the southern hemisphere, so let's just send it maybe here. See what it finds. This is called the Gascoigne ship.
Look at that.
Alright, so we've discovered an island called Lizard Island. If we look at it, it has hops, tea leaves, apples, coal, stone, and iron. So we can make our tea and our beer on this island. That'll be great. But it does not have spices, so let's keep going south. Oh, there we go. Okay, this one has spices. Sweet. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is build a harbor so we can unload this stuff. Actually, can we just unload it? No, we need a harbor. Okay, so we'll take a zone. And just do normal. Let's actually even pause it for now. So we need a harbor. Let's just put it right along here. And that will need foundation, a flag, a couple stockpiles, a pier, again, rotate it, and a buoy. Okay, so that should be done for that. Then we're going to need a market so our people don't starve. Even if we put fish in here, they won't come get it. They'll only go to a market. And let's put it kind of central in the island so it's available to everybody. We don't have this problem where people are starving because it takes them too long to get to the market. Foundation. Let's see, stall. Fountain. Okay, so that should be good. We can now bring this boat into range of the harbor. Let's play again. Once it's in range of the harbor, you can move the stuff off. Oh, I didn't get the people. Let's go deposit all the things. I don't know where it actually goes because there's no stuff yet. But let's go ahead and drive back up here and get some people. We could have brought the people on the way, but the first time I tried this, I drove all the way around the map just looking, exploring, and the people died. I was like, oh, we've got a problem with our farm. We had a heat wave and a bunch of the wheat died. So if we open the wheat farm and hit remove withered crops, all these crops will be removed. Right now when they're withered, they can't be planted again, so that's trouble. Okay, our boat has arrived. Nope, it has not arrived. It's taking a slow time getting here. Did we want to do some more research? I think we do. Let's get the stockpiles. And there we go. Now our boat's arriving. So we'll grab 4 people. And maybe a little bit of fish. And I'm just gonna grab some more wood just because we have it. Maybe some bread. Yeah, sure. Okay, so now we can sail it back down here. Cool. We do have like an overview up here in the top right, I guess I forgot to look at. We have tons of wood, a little bit of stone, 15 tools. Is there anything I want to upgrade to tier 2 up here? I don't think so. These already are tier 2, yeah. None of these actually give any more stuff for tier 2, they just work faster, so no real big point in upgrading them right now. What's our last warning here? No complete market. Well, we're on our way to do that. Give us a sec. Speed it up so that boat can come down here. It's taking a sweet time. The mini-map is just like twisting. There we go. Okay, and these workers are going to become the first colonists, I guess, of Gascoigne? Or no, of Gale. No, of... This is the Gale Harbor in the Wellesley Islands? I don't know. So we'll go ahead and deposit them.
Is that it?
so there's the stuff, basically. Give them a little more speed. Hopefully they don't need food anytime soon, because it's going to be a minute as they work. Now, if you don't bring enough stuff down here, that's when you get into trouble. And the tutorial will guide you through that, but if you only bring a little bit of stone and wood, you're gonna be regretting life, because they're all gonna die before they get their stuff done. Oh no, 12 animals? Oh my goodness. My plague's rough. We might have made these too big. How's our stone? 30? Maybe I should have started with a smaller area. We're running out of wood. Oh, we've got more on the button. Okay, so now these stockpiles are done, we can go and say, okay, you need wood. You need stone. And hire a worker here. You can be... What else do we bring? Oh, fish. Maybe we don't need a worker here yet, because we actually need more people building. Once the stuff's done, then we can hire more people here. Doing okay. Oh no, they're starving. Hurry. No, hurry. Faster, faster. Get it done. There we go. Okay. Now they should bring the fish up. There we go. And they'll be able to eat. Okay. Alright, let's get... This doesn't need a worker. Nope. Hire a worker. No, let's get a fishing zone so we can take care of their... yeah. Starvation. Okay. We could make this a tier 2. I think that just makes it work faster. I don't think we need that yet. We don't have a lot of people on this island at all. So. I forget, like when you're very beginning, don't hire the worker until the zone is actually built. Okay. So they have fish, they're going to be good, because all these are zone 1s, they don't need anything else. What is this thing missing? A worker. Okay. Hire more people here. What do you need to hire? Oh, bread. Didn't I bring bread down? Oh, it's on the boat. I was like, I know I brought some stuff down. There we go. Can you get the bread, please? Thank you. Now I can hire people. Okay. Cool. How's our research? We unlocked the research? We did. Okay. Let's do... one more sheep? Let's get worker management. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Cool. So on this island, the whole point we came here was for spices. Let's get that going, and then that's probably going to be the end of this episode. So if we look at the spice zone, it's just another farm. So it needs a 2x2 at minimum. Let's do our spices maybe up here. There's nothing really, yeah, we need, so I'll go and make like a, let's do a 5x5 to start. Doesn't need anything except workers. Oh, yeah, doesn't need anything but workers, so you should probably... Missing goods to upgrade a worker to tier. Oh, we need a tier 2 worker. Okay, so that's the thing we need to do next, is here, let's build some stockpiles. And we're going to do all the tier 2 stuff in these crates. So this will be, we need bread, we need cider, And we need clothes. So we could just upgrade to someone to tier 2 at the previous shop and ship them down here, but the problem is they're going to have nothing to eat when they get down here. So let's go take our ship back here. And that was the point of putting these crates in here. Is we want to make a trade man. Oh, no, we need to make a trade ship. Merchant ship. There we go. No, not a merchant ship. There we go. Trade. That's what we want to do. Okay. Create a new route. We'll add a harbor. Baird. And to Wellesley. And I'm going to pause while we do this. So we want to pick up all the tiers 2 stuff. So that's bread. That's cider. Oops. Bread. Cider. Clothes. And we'll drop off down in Wellesley. Okay. And then we can say pick up, while you're down here, some spices. Once they're done. And drop them off back here. Cool. Alright, and we'll add a ship, and we'll use the Gascoigne. And save changes. Now this is different types loaded in cargo hold. Surpluses are thrown overboard. So because this can only hold 3, if it picks up these 3 things and does not drop all 3 off down here, it will throw the excess over to grab spices. So maybe we don't want to do that yet. Let's just deliver the things we need. Maybe we'll get another ship to do our spices for us. Okay, so we'll go ahead and speed 3 again. Watch this boat actually start doing its trading. And because we have that construction unlocked, which one was it? This one. Okay. So it took 50 of each, I think, on its way down here. And you just want to make sure you have enough stockpiles for everything. Having a few extra stockpiles, maybe not a horrible thing too, just in case there is like overload. And these are not going to be assigned to anything. They're just going to be kind of empty catch-all crates. I think it works that way. I'm not quite sure. There we go. So now this is trading. It takes time to actually do the trading, to deposit the stuff, but there we go. Okay, who's starving now? Oh, here she goes. She's going to run and get some fish. How's our fish market? No, stop following. No, there we go. It's like following around. Maybe we upgrade this into a tier 2 so that we get faster fish production. It is going to need a pier, which we can put here. You can't actually like fish off the pier, which is kind of weird. It's just a decoration. But now this thing's just going to keep trading back and forth, getting as much as it can. I wanted to make sure once it got down here, because these are now, well, I guess they're not full because it all got moved up here. Okay, cool. So now that we have tier 2 here, we can upgrade a worker and put some people on the spice farm. That was the whole plan, right? Cool. And we'll go ahead and throw the market stall 2 up here. We need to increase the size of this just a little bit. Need foundation. Okay. Right now I have 0 research because I'm not producing any extra tier 3 stuff, right? No spices. Or tier 3. But once I actually produce some spices, it'll go here, and when people come to get fed, they will grab some spice, and that will get me some research points, which which will help us get to tier 3. Might as well start working on it now because it's going to take a while. What are we missing? Just some wood? Oh no. Okay. So I need to build... Well, we're going to wait for another episode, but let's get this ship started. We need another ship that we just use for general purpose of moving stuff back and forth. Because we don't have a woodcutter down there, we have run out of wood, and we need to deliver some more to that island. I hope you guys liked this episode. I think that things are going well on our island or our world. Come back next time, and we'll progress more into tier 2. I'll see you guys then. Catch you later. Bye.